ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children above the age of 18. It is I, the one, the only, Roberto Negro. Yes, it is 10-ish, as the Mins would say. Tonight was a legit, well, I think every time I'm late is a legit excuse. All right, I don't just make shit up out of the fucking thin blue air. Okay, I don't just make shit up. Now, some excuses are more important than others. I'll give you that. But I don't just make shit up. I don't just say my dog ate my homework. God damn it. I had to work today. And it was a long... So it wasn't just a normal morning until 4 or 5 shift. I was there longer than normal because I had to get a bunch of shit done because it was technically the first business day back. Remember, even though we all went back to work on Monday, the fucking banks were closed, the post office was closed, which means any of the people that I deal with, from lawyers to fucking internet programmers, all these fucking jerk-offs weren't working. So everybody was back today. So from 9 a.m. until basically 8 p.m., I was inundated with all of this shit. And then when I got home, I had to eat. And when I work like this, I put the kids to bed. So they at least see me for a little bit of time at night. That's kind of like the deal that I have with them. So when I'm doing the all day, all night gimmick, I put them to bed. So it was a decent excuse. It was better than the dog ate my homework. Chad drove 45 minutes to his P.O. box. It's fucking just, yeah. When we have those, it's weird. And we had 2 holidays back to back that were on a weekend. So then Monday is also a holiday. So it's not just a goddamn holiday on the holiday day, but it's also a fucking holiday on that Monday. It's kind of like when your girl or whoever the fuck you're involved with. Let's not mislabel people. All right, let's not be one of them. Decides they're going to have a birthday on 3 days. The beautiful Cat Martini is one of them. So for fucking birthdays on a Saturday, somehow we celebrate on a Friday, then we celebrate on the Saturday, and then of course somehow we celebrate on a fucking Sunday. So it's like a 3-day birthday celebration. Me, I get like 3 hours. So that's why I was late. Damn it. But now the kids are asleep. Everybody's chill. And we're going to fucking do a little bitching and moaning. I think we'll do a little I think we'll do a little bitching and moaning, right? Or should we do a little talking about Phil Baroni, who I got to hear the story from the Mins, and Dana White, which, and it just shows you the mindset of Martini. And what I mean by that is I showed Martini the video, and she goes, well, she swung on him first. I'm like, oy, oy, oy. I go, yeah, but hun, Jesus. I mean, at least she's giving I guess. I guess she's giving a pass that if she ever swings on me, I could tune her up. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I was just like, yeah, I get it, hun. She swung on him, but God, but that wasn't like he just kind of just tapped her like those, and I'm like, yeah, twice. She goes, I know, but I go, you can't do that. It's like it wasn't like he Ray Riced her. I was like, oh my Lord. I go, if the goddamn women of the wrestling business heard you talk, you would be ostracized. You would be ostracized. Oh my Lord. All of these quote-unquote woke women, not so woke, in the wrestling business would be very offended. Very offended by what you just said. But I find it interesting. And listen, there are some places where Dana White is getting some heat, but it's kind of like the Muda video. Kind of like the Muda video. Somehow, and now let me throw this out there. Some of you that are new to the show, when I talk like this, I'm not for one side or the other. That's not necessarily the angle. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy and the double-sided, especially in the wrestling business, the fan base and the journalists are. And I find it fascinating. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. This community and who they decide they're going to ostracize isn't based on any type of moral standing or doing what's right to make the business better. It's all based on who the person is that said the offensive thing or did the offensive thing. What's their connection in the wrestling business as it pertains to the little woke army that's going to get their little panties in a bunch? And that's really all it is. And we've brought up situation after situation, even in this so-called deathmatch community, where you have situations that are ignored as it pertains to child fuckers or attempted child fuckers but yet people do business with people that do business with attempted child fuckers. It all just depends on who the child fucker is, or the attempted child fucker, and what business they bring in, and if the people that are doing the bitching have a relationship with the people that are doing the business with the attempted child fucker. So, the Great Muda, and you got to put it in context. And obviously, it was a work, or if it wasn't a work, it was done in the context of a fucking work. So, were that his true feelings? Was it not his true feelings? But if you watch the finish of the match with shit-stained Nakamura, the Great Muta got kissed, which turned into shit-stain sucking the green mist out of Muta's mouth, or soul, or whatever the folklore is of the green mist. And then spraying Muta with the mist in order for Shitstain to get the upper hand and then for the victory to occur. And in the press conference, somebody obviously asked Muta of why he thought Shitstain did what he did. And Muta played it off as, I don't know. Called him a homo. Called him, I think he called him the words, quote unquote, F.A. God forbid we can't use the word because that would make us, homophobic and racist and so forth and so on. So you have to spell the word. You have to spell the word like we're a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds. But rather it's Muta, who's 60, and he's not going to play the woke game, and he don't give a fuck, and he's retiring. Or it's just Muta playing into the angle which is the guy kissed me, took my mist, sprayed me with it, and then beat me. Yeah, I think he's a homosexual. I think he's a F.A. dot. There wasn't a fucking peep from the woke wrestling community. Not a peep. Maybe a few people said it in passing, but it was basically dismissed as, oh well, that's Muta. He don't give a fuck. Not a fucking peep. So, what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Now again, I'm not going to sit here and play the defend game. All I'm saying is, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Or is there a context and using that word in an angle or calling somebody that at 60 years of age is acceptable, then please, woke wrestling community, give me those rules. Please, I want to know. Because the amount of heat that Drake Younger got for referencing the body's pronouns in a speech before an epic death match was like a 10-alarm fire. And not one of the woke community gave a shit about the context. Gave a shit about the storytelling. Remember, the deathmatch world is all about the storytelling. It's all about the storytelling. This canvas is us deathmatch legends. It's our canvas, and we paint with our blood, and that's why we do what we do. Oh, this is our canvas. We're artists. Except if you're Drake Younger. Except if you're XPW. Or except if you're, some other company that doesn't fit the woke model of said half-ass wrestling journalists or, wrestling mark fan neckbeard loser sitting in their house in some fucking hillbilly state town scratching his asshole on his couch. I mean, if you want to talk about the storytelling, what was the storytelling of Drake Younger? Here comes this right-wing, bigoted, racist homophobe who came out and ran down this poor transgender fella named The Body. He then made fun of his pronouns. They then went and had an epic death match where Drake Younger won. But then Drake Younger got on the microphone and he said, "Hey, transgender fella, I want to tell you, I don't agree with your lifestyle. And we might not see eye to eye on issues, but I got to tell you, I respect you. I respect you for this fight you gave." Well, I don't know. Isn't that storytelling? Isn't that storytelling, deathmatch community? Didn't they use the canvas to paint their story? How's that different than Muda sitting there in a locker room calling shit stain an FA dot and a homosexual after the match? How's it? I mean, where, I mean, help me out here. Of course, listen, There is no fucking difference. The only difference is who's being outraged, who the people that are being outraged are affiliated with. You understand something, man? Some of the biggest quasi-wrestling journalists, okay? The ones that make the loudest noise, that bitch the most, are the biggest GCW fucking fans. They literally go to every fucking GCW East Coast show. They're like a little woke wrestling journalist army. I mean, again, it's all about the factions in this quote-unquote community. And all they do is virtue signal. They ain't fucking... They're shit. That's it. End of story. That's it. They're not artists. They're nothing. They're nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You want to talk about ostracizing wrestlers because they associate with X, Y, and Z. Well, you motherfuckers in this deathmatch community loved watching the fucking Onita Exploding Deathmatch. It was sponsored by, it was brought to you by, it was financed by Rob fucking Feinstein. End of story. And if you fucking believe anybody that goes, oh, I didn't know. Oh, you didn't? Really? So, you didn't? So how the fuck you think this motherfucker was flying from Japan to the United States? Him and his whole goddamn entourage. The fuck out of here. Bunch of virtue signaling assholes. It's either wrong or it's right. Don't fucking move the goalpost as shit, you know. What happened? Oh, that person? Gee, okay. Well, we gotta downplay that. We can't ostracize one of our own. So, me, I watched the Muda clip. The Min sent it to me. I fucking spit my juice up. I thought it was so fucking funny. I was like, that's some funny shit. That's some absolute funny shit. And you guys know, I come from the world that what we do is fantasy. And in our universe, the XPW universe, we make movies. We make movies. Every week, we produce a TV show, and that's a fucking movie. And every month, we produce a live-action movie. And during the course of that movie, we should be able to do whatever the fuck we want. Without the, oh my God, who's going to be offended? Who's going to get upset at whatever wrestler that works for us, and then their little woke crew is going to call that wrestler and say, hey, you shouldn't be working for XPW. I can't believe you would work for a company that did something like that. And to think that you actually have wrestlers, men and women, that are that chicken shit. That have zero backbone. Which obviously explains being into a business of choreographed tough guy, tough woman. Yeah, you're a choreographed tough guy. You're a choreographed tough guy and tough woman. But when 5 people tell you, you shouldn't work for that company, well, why? Well, because we don't like them, and you shouldn't like them either. And if you continue to work for them, we won't like you. And we'll kick you out of our little group. Oh, okay. That means you're a bitch. That means you're a punk. That means you're a little bitch punk. That's what you are. If you let other people dictate to you where you can and cannot work, and when this is brought up to you, you go, I'm not going to work. I'm not doing it because of other people. I'm doing it because this is what I feel. Fuck you. Because that's bullshit. Because I know some of you motherfuckers that play that game, and obviously you don't really feel that way because I know who you hang out with. Like I said, if you're going to continue to work for 2 main people on the West Coast that have had domestic issues and do business with suspected pedophiles, you are a chicken shit punk bitch. And you ain't working for us, not because of your moral compass, but because you're afraid you'll get kicked out of the cool group. That's why. That's why. 'Cause you're followers. You ain't fucking leaders. That's why you little motherfuckers were sitting in the front row watching me fucking be a leader when you little bitches were 14 and 15 years old. You motherfuckers were men. You were little bitches back then, and you grew up to be big bitches now. Bunch of virtue signaling motherfuckers. So, the Muda was funny. Whether it was a work or not. And it was funny because of all the people that were silent. Now, I want to hear from fucking the Mins right now. I want to hear from the Mins, this little motherfucker. I'm going to hear from the Mins, and then I'm going to tell you guys what the Mins did. All right? You want me to? I'm going to tell you what the Mins did first. Let me tell you what the fucking Mins did. Because he always ceases And he does. He amazes me with the shit that he does. So, going live January 5th. If you are in the Jersey area on MacArthur Highway Route 21, Edison Place, you're going to see a motherfucking XPW digital billboard. And then if you travel on Route 1 and 9 Jersey City, you're going to see another digital XPW fucking billboard. And then, if you travel on Route 21, Exit 7 on Main Street, you're going to see another digital billboard. So on January 5th, that's 2 fucking days away, the Mins, all on his own, because that's what the Mins does, put together a deal. And if you're driving in those areas, you're going to see an XPW billboard. You're going to see an XPW billboard. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called getting shit done. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called making things happen. That's called being proactive. That's called making yourself a valuable asset. So, look for these billboards, January 5th. MacArthur Highway, Route 21, Edison Place. Route 1 and 9, Jersey City. And Route 21, Exit 7 on Main Street. You're talking 4, 5, 6, 7, talking about 800,000 impressions. It's big time. Big time. And that's the Mins. Now, let's hear the Mins' story about Phil Baroni. You want to hear the Mins' story about Phil Baroni? Should we take a quick break, a 30-second break? Or do you want to go right into Baroni, since we were talking about Baroni and Muda? And the virtue signaling. All right. Let's hit up the fucking Mins.
Hello, Robert.
Is this the Mins?
This is the Mins.
What are you doing?
The kid is playing Roadblocks on the computer.
It's bad news, bro.
Bad news. Bad news, these damn kids.
Bad news.
He's agreeing with you right now.
I can't let Major play with Roblox. He gets too amped up. He gets like violent.
Yeah, this kid is crazy. Yep.
He gets fucking violent.
He's crazy.
I can't. Just like I used to let Major watch YouTube, and I would put the parental blocking on, and somehow the shit would still leak through, and it'd be like kill games and stuff. And then after watching people play games. You know how you watch somebody play Roblox, or you watch somebody play, I don't know, whatever those fucking games are, bro.
Yeah, Logan was even today. He's pointing to the TV to his mom, and he says, "Mom, put on TikTok videos on the TV." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the TikTok videos where it looks like girls that are blowing guys, so it just shows their head bobbing and stuff?
I have not. No.
Yeah, they're not on TikTok. They're on Instagram. They're Instagram stories.
No, I haven't seen them. Wow.
Yeah, if you go to the Rob Black or the Rob Zacchary page, you'll see all sorts of weird shit on there. Because all I follow are big tit chicks, big ass chicks, and chicks that do videos that look like they're blowing guys and stuff.
So I send you the good stuff, like the Muda video, and you send me nothing, huh?
I'll start sending you some of these videos. But the minute you start watching them, that's what will go into on your feed. So now every time, no matter where you are, you could be sitting there and just pick somewhere. Like maybe you're at a parent-child meeting. I don't fucking know. Somewhere where you shouldn't be watching it. And if you pull up your Instagram, that shit will just pop up as favorites or suggested reels. It'll be just a girl and she looks like she's blowing someone, and then she pops her head back and wipes her mouth. And then the caption's like, "This is what I do to get straight A's in college." Stuff like that.
This one time I was in a banking meeting and I opened up my browser and it's fucking Pornhub. So it does happen, you know?
All right, I want to hear the Phil Baroni story, because Leanne Cherry Vaza. What a name. It's like three names.
Mom. That's the mom.
I know. But the whole Leanne Cherry Vaza.
A lot of names.
Now, whose husband is that? Or wife is that? Which one?
So Dominic, or Landscaper, is his character name. So that's one of the two guys that was dealing with you with the props.
He's the manscaper?
Landscaper.
I knew it was one of those guys. I just wasn't sure which guy it was.
So the one with the more blondish, I don't know how you would even call his hair, but it's like more full.
Okay.
And the other guy is Kurt, who's working on the show now in the three-way.
But she doesn't have two husbands.
Well, she calls them her husbands, but the one is her legit shoot husband.
Do you think does she fuck both of them?
I don't know. Maybe she's into that lifestyle. You got to call her on air one day and ask her, put her on the spot.
I know, might be...
She would love to be called.
That might be a conversation. Well, if she calls the other one her fucking husband, maybe they fucking double team her and shit.
Maybe.
Have to see if Leanne's a two-input woman.
He does sleep over a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
Yep.
Have to see if she's a two-input or a three-input.
I'm probably being inboxed now getting that. A 3-input. Oh my god.
3 inputs. That's all good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
3 inputs.
She's in the chat.
Yeah, of course she decided.
Right.
She just said Jesus Christ. That was.
And John Wise is in the chat. He's the guy who puts together the whole show cards. when you see the XPW updated full cards, he's the guy who does that. John Wise.
Oh, John Wise. I see John.
I don't think he's ever been in the chat. I don't know. So that's the marketing guy. Who does a hell of a job.
Let's talk more about Leanne.
Leanne.
Yep. Let's talk about that action going on here with the two husbands.
To find out, I'll have to get her. I don't even know if I have her phone number. I'll have to get it, and we'll have to just randomly call her. It's got to be a spur of the moment call,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know how many people I get that are like even Soul Takers, like, I want to be on the show. Call me up. And I'm like, dude, I don't like to tell people when they're going to be on the show. I like to just fucking hit them up out of the blue. That's the best time. What's the point of letting somebody know? Because then they could prepare a shtick. Fuck that. Right. I need it cold.
Natural.
Yeah, I need it cold.
Today you told me you're harder to get a hold of than Vince McMahon.
Well, you know what? That's why they got it. That's why they got to call you. That. There you go. You're Pat Patterson, just not gay.
I'm Rob Black's bitch. Just call me instead.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, just call Chad. Just don't worry about it. Call Chad. Just call Chad. He'll just you could get a hold of Chad. He likes to talk to the Soul Taker.
Yep.
All right, now give me the Baroni story, because I know I might laugh like within a minute of this.
Okay, so there's actually 2 stories to this. It's 2 times. Okay.
Leanne, listen real quick. Leanne said she's changing her number.
Oh my God! We'll find you,
Leanne. You're not listening to me, my little 3-input princess. You're not fucking changing your number. You know. Matter of fact, when I see you in a couple weeks, when nobody's around, you're gonna slide it to me. You're just gonna slide that shit to me. You're gonna be like,
"Oh my God!"
You're gonna be like, "Here, Daddy," and I'll be like, "Oh, hey now," and you'll be like, "That's 4 input right there." 4.
Oh my God! I'm dead after this.
All right, no more interruption. Give me Phil Baroni.
So 2 stories about Phil Baroni. First one, Jersey City for the Collective for GCW. This is back in the Brett and the Danny times, and they had the Josh Barnett's Bloodsport event, which Phil Baroni was booked for. And everybody already knew Phil Baroni's crazy and he's difficult to deal with and blah, 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 dependency issues and acting all fucking stupid. And booked anyway because he fits into the show, of course,
Yeah.
And, totally getting sloshed at the bar and drunk and stuff like that. And I'm sure you've seen, when I work for a promoter, I'm fully invested and I'm there to protect the interests on, whatever asset is going on. And he starts acting a little wild and annoying and people are like, okay, we got to get him out of here. So, I just go and I'm like, dude, okay, it's time to go, buddy. He says, what are you talking about? It's time to go. I said, yeah, you're just acting a little too wild. It's time to go. And he says, listen here, you bald motherfucker. I'll punch you right in the face. I'll punch you right in that Jewish nose. I'll kick your fucking ass. And he keeps on going and going. And it's only me at the time, and I think one other guy comes over, and I start walking towards him to walk him towards the exit. And he does. As I'm walking towards him, he's walking back. But the whole time he's cursing at me and insulting me and just going on and on. I'm going to beat your fucking ass. And eventually I'm like, you know what? Just do it. Go ahead and fucking hit me. But get the fuck out of here. You want to do it outside? Let's fucking go. And we're going back and back. And finally, Danny DeMano comes over, and Danny's in between us. It's like, Phil, calm down, man, calm down. And he goes, no, that bald motherfucker, I'm going to beat his ass. That bald motherfucker, I'm going to kill him. And he's going on and on. And again, we're just pushing out. And eventually he's outside, and they're like, okay, Phil, go back to the B&B. Go back. And that was it. The next morning, I'm back there, to set up for the next day. And here's Phil Baroni, bright and early in the fucking lobby already. And I go up to him and I say, hey, dude. I says, hey, man, how you doing today? How you doing? Everything's great. I said, do you not even remember what happened yesterday? He says, no, man, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, this is what happened. He says, oh, no, man, that's my gimmick. I was just doing it for the boys. I'm a heel. I was doing my heel work. I just didn't want the boys to think I'm a pussy, so I was doing my heel work. I'm a pro wrestler. I was doing my heel work. I'm like, what the fuck? So eventually that day, he gets so drunk again that I think Brett says to me, hey, can you walk him back to the B&B? So here I am. After we almost got into a fight, I'm walking Phil Baroni down the streets of Jersey City back to the B&B to fucking get him settled for the night. Yeah, so that's story 1. Yeah.
I like how Brett's like, hey, man, could you, the guy that wanted to beat you up yesterday, could you go and walk him back to the fucking hotel now. And you're
Yeah,
like, what?
but Brett knows. I take care of all those scenarios, and I'm not afraid of anything like that nonsense. So the second time was at Boardwalk Buds. I ran the cannabis convention in Atlantic City at the Showboat, and he was booked on Danny's show at one of the No Holds Bars or the Pit Fighters or something like that. And day one, I didn't hear anything at all. And Shannon, the XPW PR specialist, was like my my helper. She called herself the second in command, but she was my helper. She was very helpful.
Was she real quick? Was she into the cats back then?
Oh yeah, definitely a cat girl.
She's always been the cat lady.
Yeah, that's another story. We have to call her about the cats.
Definitely gonna call her up about these fucking cats, because the whole one cat maybe. How many cats does she have?
I have no idea. Probably like 53.
Yeah, the fucking cats, man.
And 16 roommates.
Yeah, I don't know the cat thing. Fucking Byron's got a cat, and now he's getting another cat. 62-year-old, no teeth man, old porn star who's got 2 cats. It just doesn't. It's fucking weird, bro.
Wow.
Right?
Cats are easy. Cats are easy to take care of, though. That's the plus. So if you're old, the cat comes up and
I'm with you.
All you do is clean the litter box and that's it.
I used to have a cat.
Yeah.
I always had a cat, but I don't know. I think it was different. I handled it in a manly way.
Yeah. Fucking the dogs. They piss all over the place. They eat everything. They rip everything up. And
listen to me. I have 2 dogs. I hate them. I want them to die. And every time I look at them, I go, these fucking dogs aren't dead yet. And I'll say to Catherine, when the fuck? I go, shouldn't the bulldog be dead already? Aren't they? Don't they only live for like 5 years? And she'll be like, what? He's only like 8 years old. I go, it's 8. He's already past his fucking life expectancy. I go, we should just bring him into the vet and say, listen, I gotta put the dog down. And then when the vet goes, oh, why? What's wrong? Because he's a fucking asshole. I fucking hate him. Kill him. Fucking just kill him.
Yeah. Kill the dogs. Logan just said he hates the dogs now, too.
Yeah, see?
See what you're doing to my son?
Logan knows. He's smart.
Bad influence.
Logan knows. He's smart. He knows. Listen, did the baby mama have him naturally, or did they have to cut him out?
Natural.
Oh, so he's a vagina baby.
Yeah.
That's what I taught Major. Because Major goes, I came from mommy's vagina. I go, yes, you did. I go, you're a vagina baby. and Catherine goes, I can't believe you told him that. He's going to go to school and tell the kids he's a vagina. I go, he came from your vagina. I go, it's not like he's calling people cunts. He's going to say, I came from my mom's vagina.
That's what I'm getting now lately, because he goes to school in September, and she's like, if he says this stuff in school, it's going to be you. It's going to be you.
You do got to be. You do got to be careful.
I know.
If you say it clinical, okay. But like if he like sitting in class and he looks at one of the kids, he goes, "Oh, you fucking retard! You're hit, man. You're gonna go in there. You're hit. You're gonna."
You mean if he like he starts talking like the Great Muda? You talking like that? And we can't say, "Wow, he's Japanese." He's Japanese. It's okay.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here's the thing though. Okay, you're Jewish, right?
No, I'm not really Jewish.
You're Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
You say you're Jewish, okay? Your son just goes, why are you saying this to me? Are you anti-Semitic? I'm Jewish. You're anti-Semitic. And then they'll leave him alone.
That's it, yep. Agreed. Are you Jewish, Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
Jewish.
You go. There you go. That's it. Get him a fucking yarmulke. Have him wear the fucking yarmulke. Have him go to school with wearing the fucking yarmulke. They'll be like, we have to be sensitive. That. Yeah,
the town that we live in, it's all African American. So he would be the little Jewish kid with the yarmulke in an all African American school.
Yeah, yeah,
that'd be incredible.
All right, go back to the Phil Baroni story. We went off the beaten path. All right.
Always, it's like any normal conversation with you.
All right.
So Phil Baroni story 2, Boardwalk Buds. He was on Danny's show. First day, no issue. Shannon was like in charge, and the baby mom was running the box office. Taking care of the money and the tickets and stuff like that. We weren't open yet. And all of a sudden, a whole group of people are at the desk reaching over, trying to get wristbands and stuff like that. And I start screaming. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of there. Get out of the box office. And I had no idea who it was. I didn't see. It was just a whole group of people congregated taking the wristbands. And all of a sudden, here comes Phil Baroni and his brother. They're like, oh, here we fucking go. And he says, dude, who the fuck you talking to? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? He says, Phil, of course I know who the fuck you are. We had the same confrontation about 2 years ago. And he says, oh, you motherfucker, I better get a wristband. I said, no, listen, the box office isn't open. We're not giving out any wristbands yet. He says, you motherfucker, I'm going to kick your ass. So we're back at the same exact thing as Jersey City. And his brother is holding him back, and he's so fucking high on something. And his brother's like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. And I'm walking towards him. I'm like, okay, Phil, let's fucking do this. Let's really do it this fucking time. And at this time, I brought in Atlas Security, and Atlas Security thought it was like a fucking work at the time, that we were just playing around. And then they noticed, okay, it's getting serious. And they know Phil, too. So Atlas Security's on Phil Baroni, and they're pushing him away. And they're on me, and they're pushing him away. And they're like to me, Chad, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's Phil Baroni. I said, I know that's fucking Phil Baroni. I'm going to kick his fucking ass. And then after that, they're like, man, you're fucking crazy. I said, yeah, maybe. But, yeah. And here the guy is now a murderer, Yeah. So 2 altercations with Phil Baroni, no fucks given.
Did he ever come up to you and say, like, apologize? Oh, man, hey, it was all a work. He didn't do that again?
They made him leave that day.
Oh,
yeah, he got kicked out of the showboat.
I didn't know he tried to do pro wrestling.
Oh, he did, yeah. Uh-huh. Great character, man. I think if he stuck to it, and if he didn't have the dependency issues and the mental issues, and he really trained, because he was training a little bit, so if he went full force with it, I think it would have went much better, But he's just a fucking wreck, dude.
Well, I wonder how I didn't read the article. Did it say how he killed the wife?
No,
girlfriend?
Was it his wife?
I don't know, girlfriend, whatever.
Oh, I don't even know yet. Wow. You have to read it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like I got it at the same time, the Dana White thing, same type of thing.
Yeah, that video I watched, I saw that.
Yeah, like I said, Martini's like, well, she swung at him first. I was like, yeah, but still. It's like, so? And he didn't really hit her that hard. I'm thinking, oh, okay. There you go. So at least I know if Martini swings on me, I can give her a little fucking tap.
Just a little tap,
I get her a little tap.
Like a warning, just a warning.
Yeah, a little.
I don't think you want to do that again, Kat. Okay? Bad idea.
All right, so Leanne, my three inputter said he threw her into the shower and knocked her unconscious, and then put her on the bed, went out, came back, and told the cops she wasn't responsive.
Wow. Oh, my God.
But it was in Mexico. I mean, he could have just, threw her into the water or something and been done,
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, it's Mexico. You could do anything in fucking Mexico.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's frightening in Mexico.
I guess we'll find out when XPW invades Mexico, right?
Oh, man. Mexico. Ugh. It's good. But when, in the early days, Supreme and them used to go out there. They loved XPW. Man, back in the day, they treated Supreme and even that idiot Homeless Jimmy they treated them like fucking
Gosh.
rock stars.
Yep.
Homeless Jimmy, Supreme Chaos, Angel. Yeah, they love them.
That's like Shellac in Japan now, you know? He's like fucking Godzilla.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean, dude. Well, if you think about it, man, you get, and not that Shellac is 6'8", but he's still like, a gassed up monster.
Uh-huh.
And all Japan is used to is this new breed of, wrestlers. So when, GCW goes over there and they bring, all those tiny guys. Even Alex isn't a big guy. Alex Cologne's a little guy.
Very short.
And here comes Shellac. They they lose their shit. So,
Yep.
Cat Martini just chimed in with, this is a very interesting show tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She better behave.
She gets a tap.
Yep. I'm coming tomorrow, so.
She gets a tap.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was a good story.
Good.
Anything else? I put over the bulletin board.
That's it, I think. Let's see. We have more theater.
Oh, so tell
right?
everybody another a match announcement tomorrow.
For theater? Oh, I don't know that we have a match announcement, but I can announce 2 people. They're going to be a match. We're still coordinating it.
All right, so we'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's wait till tomorrow.
We can give them 2 names that are appearing.
Chad Mins.
Right? You want to do that?
Yeah, you're Chad Mins.
Yeah.
You're going to appear.
Oh, me. Yeah, I'll be there. I guess we're waiting till tomorrow then.
All right. I don't know. I got nothing else. I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you something, but that's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye. All right. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Roberto Negro show. Martini said, "I have a." I don't know why. Did I make it sound like I think my thought process was encumbered when we were talking about the cats. I do not have a cat. Cat Martini has a cat. But if Cat Martini has a cat, then I have a cat. I used to have 2 cats. I had a cat growing up when I was 10 years old. And then I had a cat when I was in like my mid-20s called Mr. Black. And he died. And then he was cremated. And his fucking ashes are in a box upstairs. So, I have to correct the record. I don't want to be fake news. And I feel like Cat Martini was calling me out. Like, how dare you lie to the great audience of the Rob Black Show. So I wanted to make sure that I corrected the record. Cat Martini said Mr. Black was like 20 when he passed away. He was. Mr. Black definitely was. I think we added it up once, and we were like, let's see, if I got him in 98, he definitely was around in 2008. That's 10 years. And 2018 would put, so, and I think we put together that he lived close to 20 years. Definitely lived to 18 years. 100%. At least 18 years. Tyler from Chicago said he made few XPW TV appearances. Yes, he was. He definitely was on XPW TV. He was actually in a bunch of porn, not being fucked. He wasn't being fucked, but like he would be in shots. Matter of fact, we did a Jasmine video, like one of her movies, and on the back of the box, she's, in whatever outfit holding Mr. Black. It's kind of funny. So, and it's on the box, and it was a big picture on the back of the box, and I remember the art department when they put the box together. I remember seeing it, and I was like, "Dude, you guys put my fucking cat on a goddamn..." Because I didn't know they had Jasmine, holding the, holding Mr. Black. But yeah, I was like, "Wow, man, you guys put my fucking cat in a porn. What the fuck is wrong with you all?" But anyways, so there, I think I corrected the record. I don't want Martini to be upset at me. So when I go upstairs, you lied to the audience. How could you lie? Don't be a liar. Don't be a liar. So, anyways, it's Rob Black's The Rob Black Show. The non-liar show. Who is more over, Mr. Money or Mr. Black? Who's Mr. Money? I don't know who Mr. Money is. Claw is Martini's cat. Let's see. What do you guys... Somebody posted something about the... let's see here. Oh, David C. Russell. Fronts are going quickly, Rob, for Jersey. Yeah, I think there's 5 or 6 tickets left for the front row in Jersey. And listen, remember this. Because we had to do this the last Jersey show. When you hear somebody go, "Oh, well, the other company sold their front row tickets already." Remember, the other companies don't do 60 front row seats. Remember that. We do 60. We do 20 on the left side, 20 on the front side, 20 on the right side. That's 60 front row. Most of the other companies, and I have video evidence, picture evidence. Even the great GCW doesn't do 20 in the front row. So if you're talking 10 per side, there's 30. If we only did 10 per side, we would have sold the front row out a month ago. That's indisputable for all of the critics, for all the neckbeard slobs sitting in their couches in the Deep South. Okay? That's undisputable facts. We do 20 per side. That's 60 front row. The other companies don't do 20 per side. So, facts matter. I know some of you don't like that, but facts matter. Oh, Teddy's cat is Mr. Money. Yeah, Mr. Money. Mr. Money's shit, bro. So, we'll see. I mean, obviously, we'll sell out of the front row by showtime. I mean, that I know we will. That's a given. We'll see where where everything falls. I think we'll do better. We're on pace to do better than we did at the last show. We're still not exactly where I like LA, but we're getting there. It's still growing. We'll, evolving. It's funny. There's aspects of both venues that I'm not thrilled at. Like, dude, if our Pomona venue wasn't in fucking Pomona, it would be orgasmic. It would. I mean, if that venue was in the Valley, forget about it. If I was able to be back in San Fernando Valley, like back in the days when we were doing the country club, or hell, even the fucking shitty gymnasium that we did, as horrible as I fucking hated it. It made us look like such Bush League, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I liked the Olympic. The Olympic was cool for nostalgia, but it was so goddamn big. Hold 6,000 people. It was cavernous. But I mean, when we ran our shows in the Valley, it was it was phenomenal. There's an element of, listen, I got a friend who I played baseball with, Brian. Like, here's a prime example. Played adult baseball, and I told you guys goofy adult baseball stories. But he's gone to a couple shows. He hasn't gone to all the shows, but the drive kills him. Like, the drive kills him. And I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And as it pertains to the Newark venue, it'd be nice if it was a little bit more of a and I know it's that part of the East Coast, so people take subways and people take trains, but it's still not the same as being able to get in a fucking car and drive up to a venue, get out, and walk inside, that type of thing. And I think you lose something when you're not able to do that. Not, again, every aspect when it comes to live shows matters. Every aspect. Location, location, location. And it's just a matter of trying to get that perfect spot. And that's why, as it pertains to our LA venue, I have this conversation all the time with 3 different people. What we're able to do in Pomona, we're not able to do anywhere in Los Angeles. It's just not. We're able to do our show in Pomona. We're able to set up the night before, no extra charge. we're able to be there whenever the fuck we want. We're able to have our dates whenever the fuck we want. If I want to blow shit up, we can blow shit up. You see the amount of just insanity that goes on there. You couldn't do that, at a club in downtown LA. You couldn't do that at Don Quixote. You couldn't do that at some of these places. Even if it was just 2 death matches out of a 9-show card. You just couldn't do a lot of the stuff that we do. So, it's the trade-off. And it's the same thing in Jersey. The ballroom lets us do what we do. There's trade-offs. I looked at other places. There's trade-offs. So, ultimately, building a 1,000-seat venue, it's would be the. I'll tell you, in Bakersfield, there was a venue that we did a show at. We did 2 shows. The venue was amazing. The town was shit. The draw was shit. Everything about it was shit, but the venue was awesome. It looked like a miniature arena, and it only held about 1,000 people. But it was set up in a arena type setting. Tyler from Chicago said the Strongbow. Yeah, it was Strongbow in Bakersfield. And it was a piece of shit building. I mean, it wasn't anything special. But what a great setup to do wrestling. And I remember me and Kleinrock would just kind of pine about having that building in LA. It was like, man, if we could just move this building right here, right on the corner of Studio City, right on the corner of Ventura Boulevard and Van Nuys, just right there. We'd be selling that shit out within a week of going on sale. I mean, it was a great venue. It was a great setup. And if we could be in that part of the valley, it's money. Print fucking money. Remember, man, this day and age, 2023, when you hear people go, well, the ratings on TV, it's different now. People have so many options of what they can watch on TV and what they can stream and what they can do and what. When you hear somebody give the excuses of why TV ratings are down or things of that nature, well, you have to also equate that to live ticket sales. Think about the amount of shit that people can go out and do. And not to mention that you still have people that are afraid to go out. You still have people that are like, dude, I don't want to be in a building with a bunch of people coughing and gagging everywhere. So having the perfect setup now more than ever is the difference between 100 tickets, 50 tickets, 200 tickets, 10 tickets. I mean, that's fact. Again, that's not making up excuses. That's not fake fucking news. That's legit. You know, why do you always hear the debates as it pertains to stadiums and whether they're going to build a new stadium or where they're going to build a stadium? Hell, how many years did you hear the Yankee, ticket sales? And I'm not even talking about Yankees as champions, because, champions. But even so, there was a period of time where people are like, oh, dude, I gotta go to the fucking Bronx. Ugh. Gotta ride a subway. Ugh. All the crime. Ugh. So, we'll see. Life is crazy, man, in 2023. But we'll get through it. We all will get through it. We just got to keep grinding, man. Eric Hernandez said, I still feel the same way going to the Bronx to see the Yanks. Bro, let me tell you something. Going to a USC game? Ugh. Or going to the Forum? If any of you are familiar with with LA, you got to go out to Inglewood, to the Forum. You want to talk about a stretch when you're on the road to get to the Forum and you're hitting these lights and every piece of shit is out at these lights walking over, whether they're asking for change or they're fucking yelling at you. I mean, it's the shits. So it's, yeah, Tyler said, wasn't the ECW arena in the hood? You know what, though? Here's the thing, Tyler. Where the ECW arena was, when you're talking about that part of Philly, it was in the hood, but it was more. It was during a time when it was still controlled. That area was controlled by the mob. It was controlled by Nicky Scarfo, and there was still an element of like gangsters. It's, let's put it this way. The ECW arena in 2023 in that neighborhood is a lot different than the ECW arena in 1994. Look it up sometime. I'm not joking around. Look up that part of Philly and see who controlled that part of Philly back in 92 and 93, and you'll see some names come up there. But anyways, it's Rob Black's the Rob Black Show. Oh, the men's reminded me. So tomorrow, if you guys want, and I'm going to do a post about it, but I know I was going to keep the season passes going for like another week and a half, but I decided to pull it sooner because I've been getting hit by a lot of people that want to buy front row tickets to other shows. Like, I got a lot of people that are busting balls for the California show, and they want to buy tickets for the California show. So, between the day we put season passes on to now, if you haven't decided to buy your season pass, chances are you're not going to. So I don't want to, fuck with the fans that go to all of our shows, but they might not have the $500 or $600, I think it was $600, to lay up front for those season passes. So the ones that did, I appreciate you. I love you. And you will get your gifts. You're going to be part of the Black Army, and you're going to be part of the XPW Army, and you're going to get your chair, and you're going to get all your fucking goodies. And you will be special, and you will be treated special in that venue with your chair. But now it's time to let everybody else partake in those tickets. So, starting tomorrow, you'll be able to buy front row tickets to Pleasures of the Flesh and all the other shows that we have on tap. So, with that being said, it's closing time. One last call for alcohol. So carry your cocaine and wine. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't take any wooden nickels.